Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strada. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So guys, across this video on my For You, and I thought to share where this Casper guy actually F around and now he's finding it out the hardest of way. But the most important thing is that he is really realizing that, variances has consequences. Like Lovelace, I'm just going to roll the clip and some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, Lovelace, let's look into Casper's ish.
I present to you yet another case of I thought you were going after them and not me. This is Casper Erickson and his wife, Savannah. Casper immigrated here back in 2013. He came from Denmark. He met Savannah, they fell in love, and they currently have 4 children and 1 on the way. Casper immigrated here back in 2013, found work immediately as a welder, and has been working a steady job ever since. He's not a criminal. He's been attending all of his immigration appointments, and back in September of 2024, he finally got word that his naturalization application was in review. He had hope that soon he would become an American citizen. In April, he got a call stating that he needed to come to the local immigration office in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. And he was supposed to be interviewed in regards to his naturalization application. And when he arrived, ICE was waiting for him. They detained him and sent him to that prison over there in Louisiana. And that's where he's been ever since. He hasn't seen an attorney. He hasn't gotten an appointment to get information further regarding his immigration status. He has no idea what is going on. Savannah is a stay-at-home mom, and Casper was the one bringing home the bacon. So Savannah was homeschooling the kids, and now she's left to try to figure it out all on her own. Taking care of the kids, trying to figure out how she gonna pay those bills, pay the mortgage, and everything else that they need financially. Yeah, I believe Savannah has a GoFundMe. I won't be sharing it. Why? Because Casper and Savannah are Trump supporters. Before you feel sad about their situation, here are some of the screenshots that are floating around on what Casper found so intriguing out there on social media that he had to retweet, repost, however you do it on whatever platform. Back in 2021, this is what Casper reposted. Impeach Biden, impeach Harris, expel Pelosi, save America. Back in October of 2021, Casper was a fan of the phrase, "Let's go Brandon." We all know that was derogatory towards President Joe Biden. Again, in October of 2021, Casper reposted how to summarize a failed presidency in 7 words or less. And he's talking about the lower third message on this Fox News video. And you could see everybody wearing masks because this was during the height of COVID. Yeah. Failed presidency, Casper wanted to repost that message. Hey, Casper and Savannah, when Joe Biden was president, you were free, living your life, living the American dream, on the pathway to natural citizenship. And now that your fave is in the White House, you, Casper, are sitting in a jail in Louisiana and don't know what's going to happen to you, your wife, or your kids. Back in September of 2021, Casper reposted Imagine thinking Biden won legitimately with the clown emoji. Back in April of 2021, Casper retweeted this MAGA troll right here with the picture of Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis, and it says, two of America's greatest leaders having dinner together at Mar-a-Lago last night. Somebody out there in that Louisiana prison, please ask Casper, how does he feel about Donald Trump being a great president now? Again, October of 2021, Casper retweeted or reposted, nothing about this administration is real. And he captions that with a picture of Kamala Harris wearing a mask and getting her COVID booster shot. Oh, Casper. The wool was pulled over your eyes, and now you're paying the price for it. In January 2021, Casper reposted or retweeted, I think the Democratic Party is the party of Satan. Oh, poor Casper. It looks like to me, he's right where he should be. I have no sympathy for these people. They went into the voting booth and they voted for this man to hurt other people, not realizing that their status here in this country was the same as the people that they went into the voting booth to hurt. Donald Trump does not care about you. Donald Trump cares about the millionaires and billionaires. Casper and Savannah were a special team. Savannah was the citizen, so she was the one that went into the voting booth to vote for Donald Trump. Casper was out there on social media along with all of the other MAGA nuts, tearing other marginalized communities down, talking trash about the Democratic Party. Meanwhile, currently, while he's sitting in a prison, it's the Democratic Party that is fighting for his right to stay in this country. Who's the Satan now? Casper. Somebody over there in that Louisiana prison, ask him, who is the Satan now? I'll see y'all later.
Well, FAFO Friday, baby. We've had one, we've had two, now we have three. Why don't you come sit down and join me? What made me particularly happy about this FAFO was, well, I've covered Dalton, Georgia before on a FAFO video. But it was a different FAFO story than the one I'm about to bring you, but we're going to touch on that one too. See, back right after the election, I said that Marjorie Taylor Greene's district was not going to fare well with those mass deportations everywhere because they just so happened to be in Dalton, Georgia, you see, the carpet capital of the world. Yes, they manufacture and produce a whole lot of carpet there in Dalton, Georgia, and they employ a whole lot of immigrants. Their entire economy is being held up by the carpet industry. My. And we knew that a FAFO was coming, but this particular FAFO has nothing to do with carpet at all. It has to do with the MAGA voter. 70% of that county came out to vote Daddy's way. And now today, some of them are in the street to play with signs that don't go Daddy's way. They are throwing shade Daddy's way. They're even on TV, CNN that is, regretting their vote out in the wide open because of those mass deportations. They thought they were voting to have criminals and thugs taken off the streets, not little girls who babysit their children. That's right. They arrested a young lady in Dalton, Georgia, threw her behind bars under the guise of mass deportations of gangs and violent offenders. Only the whole city knows the little girl because she babysits their children. She's a great student in school. She's a model citizen, they say. So why, oh why, was she thrown behind bars? And it just so happens they picked up her daddy last week. And the Kool-Aid drinkers put the Kool-Aid down and started to think, wait a minute. She's just a child. This isn't a criminal. She's never done anything wrong. Everybody in the whole entire town is starting to see what's going on. So not only has Marjorie Taylor Greene done everything she can to crush your current local economy, Dalton, she's also picking up your babysitters and your child tutors and the people who work in the carpet factory and in the restaurant and everywhere, you know. Had nothing to do at all, can you see, with violent criminals, but skin color. That's what it be. Two Fafos in the same city within months apart. And isn't it funny that it's Marjorie Taylor Greene's district? I have a feeling your constituents, Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene, are not going to show you the love that you so wish they would. They're ready to get you out of their hood.
Fuck around failing to activate the tornado sirens and find out that you may have unalived some people. SEMA Commissioner Sarah Russell, who goes by they/them pronouns, is on a paid leave after she failed to activate the St. Louis tornado sirens for a deadly storm that recently occurred on May 16th, 2025, which unalived so far 5 people, which has led to public outrage by the people in her community, and she recently has also been put on paid leave. Come to find out, there are documents and audio released by Mayor Kara Spencer revealing communication breakdowns between Russell and the local fire department, with ambiguous directives despite a 2021 standard operating procedure for siren activation, which pretty much is highlighting her systematic issues in emergency management during this deadly storm. So do you think that she only deserves a paid leave vacation or something more?
You know, one thing about society, right? Throughout my whole life, it's been predominantly advocated that Section 8, those on Section 8 are minorities, are black folks that are on Section 8. But when you look at the numbers and data, it says basically the overall majority on Section 8 are white folks, especially in the South. So therefore, when Trump proposed this proposal saying that we're going to cut $26 billion by eliminating programs such as including Section 8 vouchers, it is no surprise to me that people that voted for Donald Trump are also affected by this, like Teresa right here, who states basically her own mother, who is 88, lives in a Section 8 202 property for seniors. And then, of course, she's being trolled by somebody named Chonky, who says basically her mother needs to pull up her bootstraps and stop sucking up the taxpayer dollars. So naturally, Teresa took it personal and basically says, how can you say this? Basically, my 88 mother is frail and has health issues. And the final chef's kiss, right, is that Chunky says she's not cut out for MAGA. And then Teresa replies and says, takes it very personal. I am 100% MAGA. Voted for real Donald Trump 3 times. My mother voted for him too. Now, when people come on here and say they feel sorry for these folks and they feel empathy for these folks do not deserve our empathy because they don't feel empathy for you until it affects them. The lack of empathy is their main problem, their main issue. So they're consistent voting against their own interest, and yet it's always on us to save them from themselves, is why we should not have no empathy for them. They're getting exactly what they voted for and exactly what they deserve.
There's one good thing about most of these MAGA supporters or Trump supporters. The one good thing about them is the fact that they are actually reaping the fruit of their labor. It is actually said that when you plant good fruit, you are going to reap good fruit. But when you plant the one that might actually jeopardize you, oh my goodness, you are going to be jeopardized. That is just what is happening. That is just the case of what has happened to Casper and his wife. I don't know. I feel sorry for their kids though, but not really sorry because the woman is she have already, put up some GoFundMe thing. So probably people are going to help her, but this is just a lesson. People forget that when you're doing things in order to hurt people, those things that you are doing might come running back to haunt you. Even if it doesn't haunt you immediately, it might actually take a little bit time, but it's eventually will haunt you. My grandfather used to say something. Sorry, I grew up with my grandparents, and they have installed some adage in me. So my grandfather used to say that anytime you are pointing at someone with your one finger, anytime you keep on talking about like pointing at someone, don't forget that the four other fingers are pointing directly right to you. So that means if you're saying anything about someone or doing something to somebody, be very, very careful on what you are telling about this person or what you are doing to this person, because if it is a good thing, good things might actually come back to you. But if it's something that is bad, it will come back to you. So you need to be very, very careful. So all of these MAGA supporters actually thought that, oh my God, we are not going to be affected. Like, let's just get these people out. Let's just deport these people. Oh my goodness. So many of them were like, oh my God, I actually voted because this administration is going to deport criminals and all of that with all of the shenanigans. These people shouldn't tell me that they never saw the handwriting on the wall that this man does not care about anybody. He doesn't care about you. But no, they rather choose him. So far, he's going to destabilize some people and leave me out of it. I am cool with it. No, things does not work that way anymore. Like, this year is a year of everything around, and we're going to find out about it. This is how the year has been. This 2025 is just a year of receiving a repercussion, an instant karma. It doesn't take time. These people goes as far as to vote him in the office, thinking that he was going to go after some group of people. Oh, since I'm pan-colored, or maybe I am white person or something, I am not included. He's going to go after this kind of people. They know exactly that he is a real cis person. He didn't know he is that kind of person. But they never thought in their widest dream that his policy might affect them. They never thought about it. People are not regretting their votes. They are regretting the fact that the policy is affecting them. That is when you see them coming outside to, oh, help me, go for me. But if it's not affecting them, they don't care. It's okay when it's other people, but it's not okay when it's me. World does not really work that way. Our world does not work that way. And the more people, see this, the more better, because you really need to wake up, Like, anyway, lovelies, the thing is that these same people that is crying right now, having the FA and FO, when they see opportunity, they will still vote him back in the office over and over again. And that is just it. That is just it. Anyway, lovelies, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please, lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.